As we all know, joining me this morning is Derek Wing with PEMCO Insurance. Hey, Derek, glad to have you here with us this morning.
Thank you for having me. We're actually going to be in the Pride Parade as well.
Oh yeah,
so
representing. We'll
about
talk about that
yeah,
in just
sure.
a little bit here. But first, let's talk about travelers, and they prefer to hit the road, of course. That's one of the main ways they do it. So this year, road trips, a big thing, and it's changing a little bit. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that road trips are changing probably a lot, actually, Omar, thanks to technology. So we're talking about technology making cars safer on the roads, and technology giving parents more options to entertain their kids. So that's pretty exciting. One thing that has nothing to do with technology, but that has resulted in a change with road trips, is that PEMCO did a poll not too long ago, and we found out that a lot of people are not stopping at rest stops as much as they used to. In fact, 2 out of 3 people that were polled say that they would rather stop somewhere else than stop at a rest stop.
So why is that?
I think that ultimately it's about the convenience factor. I think that if you can do your one-stop shopping and take care of business, so to speak, but then also get something to eat or drink at the same time, that's a little more convenient than having to make multiple stops. And then there's a small segment of the population, about 10% of the people that we polled, who say that they worry a little bit about rest stop safety and cleanliness too. So there's that.
Gotcha. So a little bit of generational things going on here too as well, with people using that technology in their cars. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's a generational factor, maybe a nostalgia factor as well. So people maybe my age and older, like I remember hopping into the station wagon, piling everything into the car, and we would stop at rest stops all the time. And so maybe I and other people my age or older would be more likely to stop at rest stops. If you're a younger person, you never stopped at a rest stop, and you went to like a Starbucks or a convenience store or something, or a gas station, you're probably not as likely to stop at a rest stop now.
Well, they have to add Starbucks to the rest stops now, and then
then people would go. Exactly.
Again. Yeah, there you go. So tell me about the predictions that you guys have for road trips here this season.
Yeah, I mean, I think that PEMCO would recommend that people just pack their patience. There's going to be a lot of people on the road. GasBuddy.com predicts that 3 in 4 Americans are going to take a road trip at some point this summer, regardless of how expensive gas gets. So, pack your patience and just be ready for a lot of cars on the road.
Of course. And so how should travelers prepare again? Like, be ready, but what are some of those other tips, of course, that they could use when they meet all those other drivers out there when they're going someplace?
Sure. So PEMCO's got a list of things that we want to pass along. These are the road trip checklists that we want people to kind of make sure that they're prepared for prior to hitting the road. Number 1, check your car's fluids. That means oil change, windshield washer fluids, etc. Check your tires, hoses, and belts. Change the wiper blades. Pack a cooler, especially if you have medicine like insulin or something like that. Buckle in the pet carrier if you're carrying a pet, and then stop every couple of hours just to make sure that you can stretch your legs and clear your head.
All right, so thousands of people, again, hitting the roads. And so tell me about those places, of course, that they're going to this year and some of the things that they can expect there.
Sure. Well, one of the things that's great about Seattle and the Seattle area is that it's known as the land of 1,000 day trips. So, I mean, you can go anywhere. San Juan Islands, you can go down south to Portland if you wanted to. I mean, there are a lot of different places to go. So I think really it doesn't matter where you're going to go. You're probably going to encounter some folks. So, I think
get ready for that.
Yeah, so I think that these tips are all really, really good to follow.
Derek, always thank you so much for that. And let's talk about that shirt before
we let
you
like
leave.
This one?
Yeah, you guys have been representing this morning.
It's pretty cool,
Tell me
right?
about that for the Pride Parade.
Sure, yeah. Well, this is the 2nd year that we're going to be participating. We're anticipating close to 100 PEMCO employees being there. So, we're really excited about this. I mean, we're excited. We support all different kinds of diversity and equity and inclusion.
Yeah.
So, it's one way to show that, we are in touch and we value everybody.
Absolutely. Happy Pride, everyone, of course. That's what we've been saying all morning.
Right.
Get out there and have a good time. Just about 15 minutes left, and we'll see you out there, of course, later on today. Derek, again, thank you so much for being with us here this morning.
Thank you.
All right, let's get a check on that weather. The forecast another time here with Tim.
Yeah, right. Speaking